everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for sticking with me while I was on my little month-long break. July had me going through it just like you guys, but we are back. We're going to be going through each sign and talking about the month of August. So I'm really glad for August. You know, we have a lot of forward momentum. We have Mercury finally going forward. We have Jupiter stationing to go direct as well. We don't have any eclipses. So July is going to be, or August is going to be a much better month. And then, you know, obviously towards the end of the month, we have a lot of very productive energy too. So we can take all these new exciting ideas and new creative projects that we start, all these different things, and we can start really getting serious about them. So, by the way, if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for checking it out. I hope you enjoy it. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what resonates with you. And if it does resonate with you, please subscribe so you can keep an eye on all the other videos that I'll be posting. So yes, with that, if you want to see more about your sign and what's going on for you, don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and ascendant. Most importantly, your ascendant sign is typically going to be the most accurate, and then sun and moon, it really depends on, you know, your individual energy and what usually resonates with you. So just check all three. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So yes, anyway, with that, if you want to see more about what's happening for you, then please keep on watching. All right, my fellow Aries, so let's take a look and see what's going on for us in August. So like I said, on July 31st, we did have the new moon in Leo. Now, if you have your sun, moon, or rising anywhere between, I would say, by the way, if you hear my dog's chewing on her bone, it's very distracting, but I don't have the heart to move her. Anyway, so if you have your sun, moon, and rising anywhere between, I would say, like 3 and like 13 degrees of Aries, and this new moon was in trine to your sun, moon, and rising, which means, you know, this was bringing in a nice blessing for you, you know, some kind of a pocket of opportunity that pretty much just falls right in your lap. So that's really cool. Now, this new moon was making a square over to Uranus and Taurus in your second house. So, you know, there might have been some kind of, or there might still be some kind of a, like a situation that kind of pops up that either puts you out of your comfort zone, or some, like an expense that comes up or something in regards to like your children, your creative projects, because the new moon was happening in your 5th house. So that's what your 5th house is all about. Your creative self-expression, your children, your hobbies, small businesses, all these kind of things, right? So there might have been some kind of expense that came up, or something that came up in regards to all those things and your money, that really kind of shook your world a little bit. But at the end of the day, there will be a blessing in here for you, because this new moon was also making a trine over to Jupiter in Sagittarius. So at the end of the day, this was making, this was really setting you up for your long-term goals, okay? Or, you know, it might have kind of totally changed your belief about something so you can move forward a little bit more clearly. Now on the same day, pretty much, Mercury stationed direct in the sign of Cancer in your 4th house. And, you know, the way that I've been saying this is like, this to me means that this new moon was more than just the start of a typical lunar cycle. This, I think, was the beginning of a much bigger cycle. You know, because Mercury went retrograde over an eclipse point, right? It went over the same spot where we had that lunar eclipse in Capricorn back in July. So, you know, this was definitely a revisiting, re-editing, going over again, reliving shit in regards to whatever this this eclipse brought up or is bringing up for you. So, you know, Mercury moving direct is really kind of, okay, you got your shit together, you figured this stuff out, you released whatever, you did what you had to do, now we can move forward with whatever you're trying to push forward with your life. So that's really awesome. You know, this new moon, I feel like, is really kind of like hitting the reset button. And I think it's just gonna get better from here. Also, a little side note about Mercury stationing direct. So, you know, this was moving back into Cancer, into your 4th house. So, you know, you might have been wanting to do something around your home, maybe like renovating or buying a house, and you had some issues with that, or, you know, moving, any kind of stuff like that. You know, Mercury is making you kind of relook over all the details, redoing some stuff. So now you might find that whatever kind of things you were trying to do in that area of your life, things are just going to start to kind of fall into place a little bit more, and you're going to have you're going to have a lot less issue with them. What is going on with my hair? So yeah, and then also it's moving back into your 5th house. So I mean, this is, again, it's going to just bring a lot more ideas to all that 5th house stuff. So creativity, projects, you know, small business, your children, your hobbies, all that kind of stuff. You're just going to be very mentally fired up in that area of your life. So on the 11th of July, we have Jupiter stationing direct in the sign of Sagittarius. Thank God. Yes. So, you know, Jupiter being retrograde. So anytime a planet's retrograde, like I was saying about Mercury, it's about going over things again, right? Revisiting things that probably needed a little bit more attention. It's kind of like, okay, we need to look at this again because you might not have learned your lesson, or you might not have figured your shit out the first time. So we need to go over this again. So that way we can move forward and be a lot more productive, right? Well, in more of Jupiter's case, it's kind of like, you know, going over how you believe it, what you believe about something, or especially because Jupiter is in the 9th house for Aries rising. You know, this is, yeah, like going over your big goals, because 9th house is all about long distance goals. Long-term goals, like your big goals for the future, right? It's all about education. So you might have been getting ready, you might be starting school, you know, like a graduate degree or something like that this month, or, you know, about to get ready to. So you might have been doing all the paperwork, getting all your financial aid stuff in order, all that kind of thing. You know, and you might have really honestly just been really much complicating, good Lord. What was the word I was going with? Contemplating your beliefs about God, the universe, the world around you and stuff. And this is really good. It's gonna kind of create a better framework for whatever you're trying to move forward with the goals in your life. So yeah, Jupiter moving forward is really great. Now, you know, Jupiter's blessings we can really start to experience more. So also on the 11th, we have Uranus, which is again in the sign of Taurus, in your 2nd house of money, like your resources and the things that you love and value, is going to be turning retrograde, so moving backwards to the sign of Taurus. Well, I don't remember what day it turns direct again, but it's turning on the 11th. Now, the way I kind of see this is like, because, you know, when a planet goes retrograde, it's a very internal thing, and it has us going over things, right? So this is going over your little, this is like the start of a little revolution, right? So this is revolutionizing your money, the way you work with your money, the way you think about your money, the way your attitude towards the things that you love and value, the way that you love and value yourself. There's all these things are going under a little revolution, okay? So I think this is like very much the quiet revolution. So this is going on in your mind. Okay, you're really thinking about how I want to change things and where I want to break free and all this kind of stuff. This is the silent rebellion that's going on in your mind. That's starting on the 11th. Okay, so on August 15th, we have the full moon in Aquarius, 22 degrees Aquarius, by the way. So this is full moon in your 11th house. 11th house is all about your friends, social networks, anything on the internet. This is also like also your long range goals. So, I mean, you can see the completion of a long range goal, because the full moons are like a culmination point, right? They bring something to an end, whether it's a good end or a seemingly bad end, okay? But yeah, so this could be like you seeing the results of something that you're doing on the internet. Maybe you're putting something out there and nothing's really happened. This could really be the start of something, kind of you seeing the results of that. And this is also, so the Venus is going to be conjunct the sun in Leo. Now when we have a full moon, just a reminder, we have the sun and the moon in opposite signs, okay? So the sun is over here at 22 degrees of Leo, which means that the moon is over here in 22 degrees of Aquarius, and the sun is shining his big bright light at the moon, which is illuminating it, right? So Venus is over here in Leo, right next to the sun. So this, the first thing I thought of is, with you have Venus in the 5th house next to the sun during a full moon, a friendship might turn into more than a friendship. You know, because the 5th house is also, it's love, right? It's not like, this isn't like your long-term committed partnerships, but this is your love area of your life. So yeah, a friend could definitely turn into something more than just a friend. This could also be something in regards to like a creative project that maybe you've been trying to put out there, and you start to see the results of that. And especially if you're putting it out on the internet or out there for like the world to see, that kind of thing. Yeah, I would say, man, that love thing just keeps coming up in my mind. Yeah, any single Aries that have a friend that you're kind of like, about, there, it's a very good possibility that could happen. So also on the 11th, we have Mercury entering into Leo again. So this is definitely bringing your thoughts, your communication, all back onto 5th house stuff. So like I was saying before, this is lots of ideas, lots of communication, with, you know, around your creative projects. This is any ideas you guys have, you write them down. Okay, write them down, because Mercury in Leo is very fast, okay, because it is a fire sign. So yeah, I would definitely write down all these ideas, because they're going to be coming at you for sure. So and this might, since Mercury is still in shadow period, which means it's still going over the areas of your chart where it retrograded before, this might still be ideas coming back to you that you had thought about before, but it's kind of like you thought about it and you were like, man, I don't really know how that's gonna work. Well, now you might figure out how it's gonna work. So yeah, that's really great. So starting on the 18th all the way through to the 23rd, we have the entire party that's been happening in Leo is now moving into Virgo. So we have Mars, Venus, Mercury, and the Sun all moving into the sign of Virgo, all between the 18th and the 23rd. Okay, so it's a very fast shift and quite a big shift too, because, you know, Leo and Virgo is very different. But this is really cool. So it's like, you know, we had this big burst of creativity, all these lots of amazing ideas and all this stuff of how to like move forward with what we want and all these things, and now we can really start to put them into practice, right? So yeah, this is all again going into your 6th house. So this is really lighting up you wanting to, first of all, really wanting to get yourself on a really good, solid routine. If you've been looking for a job, because so the 6th house is all about your work, not necessarily it's not your career, okay? It's the job that you go to every day. So this is about, what was I say? Oh yeah, so if you've been looking for a job, this might definitely be the time where that could happen. Or you're just, especially when the Sun and Mars particularly go into, because Mars is, you know, Aries ruling planet. So whatever Mars does, it definitely affects Aries big time. You know, this could be you really shining at work and really being noticed and recognized, because that's what the Sun does, right? It shines all its big light for everybody to see, right? This is where we want to shine the most. So at the end of August, we're going to start wanting to really shine in work. And then again, you know, really getting, especially because of Mercury is very mental and wants to organize and things, because Mercury is the ruling sign of Virgo, or the ruling planet of Virgo. You know, we're really going to want to create some, oh, you know what? And something just came to me. So I think this could also be like maybe a new, like I said, a new opportunity at work. So maybe a new job, a new promotion or something like that. But I think this is really going to cause you to have to completely restructure your daily life, okay? There's going to be a really big shift that's going to cause you to have to restructure the way you live your life, your daily routines, right? So like, let's say, for example, you have this job, you have this position, you've been doing this thing, and you've been going to the gym in the morning, you know, you have your routine, right? Well, now, so you get this new promotion, you get this new position, you get this new job or whatever. So now it's like, okay, now I have to start going to the gym at night because I don't have time to do it in the morning. I'm gonna have to do this and this and this on these days instead of on these days. All that kind of stuff is gonna completely change. But it's really good, right? This is probably something that was needed to happen anyway. And it's just, you know, Aries likes change anyway. I don't know about you guys, but I do. Like, I do and I don't. Well, we won't get into that one. But yeah, I think that, you know, it's kind of like, I don't think it's something you're going to be mad about, because especially since Venus is there, you're going to be like, this is, you know, I have this great new opportunity. Yes, I'm going to have to make some changes in my daily routine, but it's totally fine. I'm super excited about this opportunity, right? Yeah, because especially since we have some other things coming up that's really going to throw your routines for a curveball. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, 18th to the 23rd, there's going to be a real big shift. So I'm really interested to see what happens in Aries. Oh yeah, that's another thing too, is you might be really wanting to get serious about your health, right? So you might be getting a gym membership. By the way, if you want to if you want to follow somebody really awesome on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, check out Fire Warrior Fitness. Anyway, that's my fitness channel and pages. So anyway, yeah, you might be really wanting to do that, right? Really getting serious about your diet, getting serious about working out. And I would caution you though, with Mars going into your 6th house, you might find there being some conflict at work, right? Some arguments. I would definitely be careful at work. There might be some accidents, especially for Aries rising. You know, Mars rules your actual physical body. So I would be careful if any accidents at work or at the gym or something, or just in general, because, you know, 6th house is your daily routines, right? So, and your daily routines are getting kind of shuffled around. So I would just be careful. That is a possibility. And your 6th house is the house of open enemies too. So yeah, there might be some struggles, and, you know, maybe, like, let's say maybe you get a freaking promotion and it pisses everybody off, right? And it causes a stir. So just be mindful of that. Those are some things that could creep up. All right, so on the 30th, we have the new moon in Virgo. Now, this one's gonna pack a punch, you guys. So it is at 6 degrees of Virgo, and it is going to be making a trine over to Uranus and Taurus. Now, this is what I meant when I said that there's going to be a big shakeup to your daily routines. Okay. Trines are the easiest aspect. Okay. So they bring a pocket of opportunity that you don't even have to work for, right? So, but Uranus is very shocking, surprising. It's the liberator. So this is definitely bringing a big change to your daily routines. But I think, like I said before, I think you're going to be happy about it. It's not something that you're going to be like, oh my God, this sucks. I don't want to do all this. However, okay, at the same time, we have Saturn conjunct the South Node in Capricorn in your 10th house of career and public status. So I really think that this is definitely a breakdown of this. Just kind of even solidifies more to me that there's definitely a career change or something like that that's going to a structure is being torn down, okay? Or a structure is having to be let go of because and now, okay, so it's either a structure career-wise or a public reputation or something in that regard is being let go of, okay? And that's what's making space for this new thing and this new daily routine, okay? Or it's like this structure is being torn down because of this new opportunity, okay? So something like that. I don't think this is going to be something bad. I really think that this is going to be I mean, okay, let's be real. This kind of stuff is never bad, okay? We might think it's bad, but it's not. But so you know what I mean when I say that. I think still this is going to be something that you're happy about, because again, this is a trine to Uranus, okay? So I think, you know, we've already had this crazy stuff going on in the 10th house of career, so this is not an energy that we're not used to anymore. This is kind of like, okay, whatever. You know, so I think either way, daily routines, work, or something is definitely going to change. It's going to be shocking, it's going to be surprising, but it's going to be awesome. And just to let you guys know, I don't know if I'm going to do one for the full moon, but I definitely will do a completely dedicated video specifically on that new moon in Virgo. Just because it is also, I forgot to mention, it is going to be conjunct Mars. So it's going to be an explosion, but a good explosion, okay? So, an explosion of awesomeness. I might even call, I think that's going to be the title of that video too. No one better fucking steal my idea. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go really in depth with that one. I'll pull cards. We'll go really deep into each sign. So yeah. All right, Aries, I hope it's an amazing August for you. Drop a comment down below and let me know what resonates for you. Let me know what's happening for you. I'm really excited. It's gonna be a really good month, guys. So yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and share it to any other Aries out there that you think might want to watch this. And I will see you guys again next time.